Sorry?
Outside of the players arriving late for the camp, do you have any other players that have fitness concerns?
No, not at all. But you know, the problem with South Africa is that those players who are playing abroad are coming from very, very far. And if you see what happens now with Luke, normally he has to be already this morning here. And then there is a delay of how much? 10 hours. So, yeah, those things you have to manage. But for the moment, I don't have news that some players would be injured or would be a physical problem. Not at all. So I think when they will arrive tomorrow, that they will all be fit.
Coach, from the Citizen. We know that football is a team sport, but you know, how much are you depending on Percy to lead the charge in the absence of Life Foster?
You know, Life Foster, I explained it already. From the first moment, there was a doubt to select Life Foster because he played his last game the end of April. End of May, I'm sorry. End of April. So the competition was finished the 8th of May. So when Woodley should be with us, he would already been nearly 1 month without training and without a game. So that was first of all my doubt to select him. I talked with him and I said, okay, coach, I will train individually, but you know this is not the same. Yes, you train, you keep in shape, but we play on the 17th. It's again another week, so it would be nearly 7 weeks without a game and not training like you used to train. So there was a doubt. And then there was the call of his coach, which I know very well. And he asked me, look, should it be possible that Lai could start the preparation, the pre-season with us? Because it's important for him, and I think it's important for him. He came in Burnley in January and he played a few games, but I think it was a big difference between the Belgian competition and even second division in England. So I think for Lai it's very, very important that he start the pre-season with the team and that he's ready to fight for his position in the beginning of the season. And secondly, we are qualified. So I could do that. Maybe I shouldn't do it because when we didn't qualify. So for that I said, okay, I think about this. The important is for him is that he can start the pre-season with his team. And we will have Alile in September and October and all the other stuff. So I think it was the right moment to do it now.
Yes, coach, but the question was Percy. How much now are you counting on him to spearhead the attack in the absence of Life?
Yeah, but okay, he's not there. He could be injured too. So this is not a problem for me for the moment. I have still others. I have Lepas, I have my Lula. So this is not really a problem now. And certainly not again. We are already qualified.
With a follow-up to KG, with Percy, there was a long time he was struggling with injuries, Percy Tau. A long time he was struggling with injuries and form and struggling to make the team. And the last few months he's been really, really great form. I mean, last night, but also the last time he came, he missed some chances in the first game against Liberia. But to have Percy in the state of confidence he's in now, a different player, maybe when you have a word to him that performance could transfer to the national team. I'm sure he wants to. But also important because he played on Moroccan team last night.
You know, what I know from Percy is when he's coming to the national team, he wants to perform. But he wasn't ready to perform 1 year ago. With all the injuries he had, first of all, he didn't play in Al Ahly. Yes, he played, and then he was again 4 or 5 weeks injured. And every time when he came in the national team, he came out of injury. So he was not ready. And I said always, I hope that one day, and therefore I said with New Year, I hope that he can leave Al Ali and that he can go to a team where he's playing. Because it's very important for us. A good Percy Tau is very important for Bafana Bafana. So what I see now in the last months, he's a standard player. He's always playing. And he plays good. So the games I saw, certainly the Champions League games, and also yesterday in the game, you see that he's fresh, that he's in a good shape. And this is important for us. So I know, okay, they won yesterday. I think they will celebrate. It's totally normal that he does it. But when he will be here on tomorrow evening, he will be ready. Because I know that he will perform with Bafana Bafana. And he knows also that what we saw from Percy, except maybe against Liberia, but what we saw from him before, it was not on his level. Certainly not. So I'm very happy now what happened with him in Al Ali, and I'm looking forward.
Sorry, just checking. Supersport, are you okay? You're good?
Yes,
All right, Lorenz?
Coach, obviously you have a limited time to work with the players here in camp, and then you don't have any control of what happens when they leave and they go back to their clubs, right? But are you happy with the progression of like the core group of what is happening outside of the Bafana?
You know, as a coach, a Bafana coach, you don't know details. And I already said in the past, when I see the games of PSL, I know that the level can improve. I know. We have to improve that level. So what we're doing now, those tests, again, the result of those tests will be for me information, but I can't work with it because, they are going to the clubs. So we will send those informations to the clubs involved, and it's up to them then to do something with it, and I hope they will do something with it. So therefore, I try also to help a little bit the clubs, and maybe let's hope. I'm trying already 2 years to do it, but let's hope that I can meet one day all those coaches and explain a little bit. And when we have those results, so maybe I can give them information also. And that's also a reason. The first reason is for us, those dates, but maybe also to share it with the clubs, and hopefully they will do something with it.
All right, there will be one-on-one to the coach. Would you mind to keep it for one-on-one? We've got about 10 more minutes just to do the players, and then we'll break into the one-on-ones. Should we move our mics over? We can ask Ronwen for a quick word. You know, what would you like to see when it comes to the support of a team who has already qualified for an AFCON?
Good day, everyone. It's obviously wonderful to be in camp again. We had a wonderful pre-camp last week. Got lots of good work done. The mood in the camp is obviously high. Obviously, the coach has a strong core now, so you know the mentality and everything, is good amongst each other. We're looking forward to the game. It's a big one. Obviously, we're missing a few guys, but like the coach mentioned, they'll be here tomorrow, and then we'll get the work done. We're looking forward to the game. Yeah, obviously, it's a bit disappointing, because having been on the other side a few years ago, and we got a lot of criticism, and rightfully so. When we didn't qualify, it was, and now when we did qualify, and you don't see any hype about us. It's a bit, it's a bit saddening. It's a bit disappointing because, support out the national team, support us, through thick and thin. That's why we need each and everyone's support. We can't do it on our own. I mean, when we play these teams away, they make it so difficult for us, and once we play at home, we don't see the numbers, and we don't see the true support, that one would hope you'd get, So I would just like to urge, the fans to come out, support the team, get behind the team, because you can see there's something good growing amongst us. In the last few years, I mean, we've only lost 3 games in the 2 or 3 years, and people don't speak much about it, but we've done extremely good work, and, people need to appreciate it as well.
Taking questions for Skipper. 1, 2, any there? 3 at the back, can't see, sorry, 4. Okay, go ahead. Who's 1? Go ahead.
Ronwen, congratulations on winning the league with Siyanda Xulu. How has that motivated you, building up to AFCON? Do you maybe perhaps see yourself lifting the trophy come next year?
No, obviously, thanks so much. Obviously, playing at that level, playing Champions League semi-final as well, it helps. It gives one the experience, to play high quality games against high quality opposition. It's not easy, it's tough, but these games helps you, especially for the national team. Now you know what's at stake and the type of games you're going to play, because sometimes it's not what happens on the field of play, it's what happens outside, and these teams, they use that to their advantage. So that's what we have learned, in the last few years. I can remember saying 2 years ago when we lost to Ghana away, I told the boys, use this as a learning curve, because now you know how difficult it is, with the traveling, with the things that they do before the game. So the boys have learned, so now nothing, is new to them anymore. And having so many guys, especially, the Sundowns players playing, Champions League year in, year out, it helps, the experience comes in handy. And obviously having few more teams next season, it will obviously help the national team going forward.
Temba, you can go ahead.
Temba Shabalala, Joseph from Sports. Ronza, just on that, in camp with the young stars, in mind comes a young Maseko. What is their incorporation been like? And what is it like to deal with the players that are just coming into the national team, probably taking you back to when you were at their age coming to the national team? What systems are you guys using as seniors, as captains as well, to bring them into speed? And another one is the grandfather of South African football, Glenn Parker, is no more. As a captain of the team, what comes to your mind when it comes to that, and your message to the Parker family and the football family?
Yeah, first and foremost, may his wonderful soul rest in peace. Obviously, Bafana Bafana, South Africa as a whole, it's a massive loss to the football family in South Africa. What he's done for football, he's given us all hope. It's the only coach to win AFCON, and he's given us hope as a country, that we can do it. So to his family, to his loved ones, we feel the pain with you guys. Obviously, some of us worked with him, and what he's done, for a lot of the players' careers. I can remember he was the one that made people take note of Themba Zwane a few years ago. So, we feel the pain, and hopefully now going forward, we can use his legacy, as inspiration, to keep going and keep fighting. And yeah, coming on the younger players, we make it easy for everyone. You don't want to bombard them with a lot of information. You just obviously explain to them how things are done, and they can see it. The environment it's so calm. We've got a coach who don't ask too many things of us. The mood in the camp is relaxed. When it's time to work, we work very hard. And, they know different. We tell them, go out there and express yourself. You've got a coach who gives you the opportunity to express yourself. And I mean, Tapelo, Cassius, the younger ones, they're playing up front. And for them, we want them to express themselves because that's their game. And for us as seniors, we just make sure that everything is fine. They're happy. They settle down so that they can give us their best.
Tabiso?
I think maybe you partially answered my question. Tabiso says the coach being there for 2 years, you mentioned how many matches we've lost as a squad. You mentioned the stability, if I can call it that. You want to obviously keep that. Is there a factor with the coach being there consistently? I mean, what does one read into? Because obviously something is going to right. Results speak for themselves. It's the big ones that Coach I know mentioned as well. We announced the squad that he wants to be judged come that one. Yes, we can lose against Morocco. He's building, he's speaking about data, about college. There seems to be a lot going into the inner camp that you guys are about to plan.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously the coach has massive experience and he knows what he wants and what he needs, for a team to be successful. I mean, he showed it, 2019 when he won the AFCON with Cameroon. So he knows what it takes. And obviously, we need to believe in, what he wants from us, because obviously we can see the improvement in the last few years. I mean, we're playing, good football, and, when it's time to fight, we can fight as well. Because we saw a few years ago when we played Ghana away, it was easy. It wasn't a football match, it was a fight. And that's what we've learned over the last few years, and you can see now the coach has, the core and the team is stable, and that's the nice thing. We know each other very well. The spirit amongst each other, it's good. The camp is good. Everyone knows, the job at hand. And, the message is clear, to go out there and fight for the badge, and that's what we've done over the last few years, and you can see it in our results.
Last question for Ronza. It was at the back there. Sorry, I can't see.
Mazola from the CBC Sport. Skipper, the same question was asked to the coach when he announced the squad in terms of the strides you've made in a year, especially a year ago you played Morocco. They didn't do well in the AFCON, but they went on to finish fourth in the World Cup. You now qualified for the AFCON. I know it's difficult to compare because of what they've done in Qatar, but how far do you think you've come to be able to see, to gauge against Morocco, etc.?
Yeah, definitely. We've grown in leaps and bounds. If you go back a few years, we were getting wonderful results in the World Cup qualifier, and then obviously we didn't make it, and then everyone was hammering us, and we couldn't believe it, because we done extremely well. It's just we didn't qualify, and the coach, he kept telling us, that just believe in what we are doing, things will go on upward spiral for us, and that's exactly what happened over the last few years. We could see it, and we can see it as players as well. We can feel it. I mean, like I mentioned now, when we go out there and it's time to fight, we can fight as well. When it's time to play good football, we can do that as well. And everyone's mentality is the same. Once we put on the Bafana jersey, we know, the job that we need to do. We want to take Bafana Bafana to the next level, and it's possible. We've got the players, we've got the experience now, so we need to do it. And these games now against, obviously Morocco is a good test for us. This will be a good test now. And the next few camps, September, October, November, this World Cup qualifiers again. So these are high-profile games, and we take each and every game serious. And this is a good test for us, and this will give the coach, will give us a clear indication of how far we are and how ready we are for AFCON.
Right. More questions will be done.